What's up guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 155 of Let's Build the City. Today we're building an easy skyscraper. Let's build an easy skyscraper.
What's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern skyscraper for all of your city building needs. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy the content and clicking that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. But without any further ado, let's get started. So just before we get building everybody, here are all of the materials that you will need to make a 9-story skyscraper. This is the minimum amount of floors that I would have on the build. This is 9 floors including the ground floor too. Later on I will show you the amount of materials that you will need to make each additional individual floor if you wanted to say have a 20-story skyscraper. However, I wouldn't make it any less than 9 because it would look a little bit unimpressive. The amount of space required to make the skyscraper is a mere 17 by 15 block area as represented by the white concrete grid on the ground. Feel free to make this in your world if you like. And that's it. Pause the video if you have to. Make sure you got all that stuff. Make sure you got enough room to make it. Make sure you're ready. And once you are, we can begin. Step 1, Sky Builders. Come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of your grid, if you've made the grid. From this corner, we are going to place 4 white concrete going right.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Place a grey concrete back and to the right of the white concrete. And then place a white concrete forward and to the right of the grey. Then place 2 upside down quartz stairs going right of the white. Place a white concrete on the end. Extend the white upwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Join it down to the ground. Place 2 upside down quartz stairs extending from the ground block. 1, 2. Then place a white concrete on the end. We're going to take a sideways view and we're going to extend the white concrete backwards by 2. 1, 2. We're then going to place a grey concrete, 2 upside down quartz stairs, a grey concrete, place a white concrete back and right, a grey concrete forwards and right, 2 upside down quartz stairs, a grey concrete on the end, and then place 3 white concrete extending back. 1, 2, 3. Now, we want to extend across the back of the build, and we're going to place 2 upside down quartz stairs going right of that white. 1, 2. Place a white concrete on the end. Place a grey concrete going inwards and to the right, and extend it right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Place a white concrete forwards and right. Place 2 upside down quartz stair. 1, 2. Place a white concrete. A grey concrete inwards and forwards. A white concrete outwards and forwards. Extend right by 3. 1, 2, 3. and then we're going to swing around to this side, and we're actually going to copy that opposite side. Now, I think that you guys might be able to see what's going on there, but we extend this white concrete back towards the front of the build by 2. 1, 2. We extend the grey concrete. We want to place just a single grey concrete, and then 2 upside down quartz stairs. 1, 2. Grey concrete. White concrete inwards to the right. Grey concrete forwards and right. 2 upside down quartz stairs. And then place a grey concrete followed by 2 white concrete. Now, all in all, we should have this pattern on the ground, and it's kind of a complicated looking pattern as we look at it from a sky view, but once you've done that, the rest of the skyscraper actually gets rather simple. So first of all, I would love to make the entrance. So the entrance is going to be right here. It's basically where this big giant frame is. I'm going to destroy in between the frame at the bottom and place a couple of rows of smooth stone. So, I'm going to begin by placing quartz slab directly underneath the white concrete frame at the top. I want to place blue glass behind that, join the left side of the blue glass down and the right side of the blue glass down using white concrete, and then you can place any door there in its wake, absolutely any door. It really doesn't matter, it's completely up to you. I'm using oak because I actually, on the original, use oak as a floor. So, now once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, we really just have to we'll go around and we'll build up the entire skyscraper. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take all of the white concrete, right? And all of the grey concrete, and we're going to extend it up by 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be as high as the door. And you want to do that, you want to go all the way around. So we're just going to literally go all the way around, all the white concrete and all the grey concrete. I'll do it in that order though. I'll do all the white first and then I'll do all the grey directly after it, just so that I don't have to keep swapping out blocks. It all wants to be as high as the door frame. And this is as high as the base of our skyscraper is going to be. So every skyscraper, every building generally wants to have a base. The base is usually a little bit different from the rest of the floors. Once you've figured out the base and once you've figured out the top of the skyscraper or any large repetitive building, all you've got to figure out is the bit in the middle. And now we have to work out all of the grey as well. And once you have worked out those 3 things, the top, the bottom and the middle, very much like a story, you've kind of got the whole thing straight as well. And once you have worked out those 3 things, the top, the bottom and the middle, very much like a story, you've kind of got the whole thing sorted out. So as you will see as we progress through this is one bit of the puzzle complete. And once we have raised up all of the grey, and I don't think I've missed any, it's easy to miss stuff as you go around. Now that we've raised up all of the grey and the white, you can see that we've built up a decent amount of the walls. And all that should be left is the windows, and the windows are dead simple, because on top of the windows, the upside down quartz stairs, we want to place 2 rows of glass on top of the windows. So this is going to be 2 rows of glass, and I find it easiest, this is just me, to add 1 entire row to the entire base of the building, because we've got windows on every single side without fail, usually 2 of them. Add 2 rows of glass, and that's 1 layer, and I'm just going to go all the way around. I find it quite helpful to do a layer at a time, because if you position yourself correctly, it should be quite a smooth, like horizontal movement to just place the glass, although I do seem to be messing it up a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. And what we then want to do, once we have, we've added all of the glass, that is fantastic. On the front and back of the building, we place grey concrete above the windows, because it contrasts nicely against the white, as you can see on the front and the back, right? That's a nice contrast. However, on the sides of the buildings, you can see that we already have grey here, so we use our white on these sides. It's as simple as that, really. I mean, I already have grey here, so we use our white on these sides. It's as simple as that, really. I mean, I know it might seem a little complicated to remember all these things, but it's a very repetitive building, so once you've kind of like done it once, you'll be able to do it again and again. So this is what we should have. And that kind of looks like a face, like an observer face or something. But that's what we want to have so far, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the base of the skyscraper. The next part of the skyscraper is going to be the repetitive part of the skyscraper. From this point onwards, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we are going to make each individual floor, and it's not going to change. So I want you to take note. This is the part of the video where we are going to start another floor, and I'll let you know when the end is. So if you get into trouble, you want to come back to this time, and you will be able to make each floor. It is going to keep repeating itself in this fashion. You'll see exactly what I mean. So come back to this time if you find that you're having trouble repeating the floor structure. So the first thing that we are going to do when it comes to the floors is we are going to raise up all of the white concrete again and the grey concrete again that are not above the windows. We also don't want to touch the doorway, so we want to place 4 rows of white concrete on the corners. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows of white concrete, because every floor is made out of 4 separate rows. You can raise up the corners, the grey concrete that is extended inwards. You can raise up the frames around the windows like this, but you do not want to touch the blocks that touch the glass in the windows, if that makes sense. So we can do this here as well. On the right, we can raise up all of the white concrete. We will not be touching the inside there just yet. As we move around the building, we are mostly extending up the corners and the indentations. But do bear in mind, do not touch any of the glass yet, although you may have already figured out how we are going to repeat the windows. But we're going to make it easy on ourselves. We can raise up all of the blocks around it, and then we can do the tricky parts afterwards. But 4 rows is all you've got to remember. Every single floor is made out of 4. And then we can do the tricky parts afterwards. But 4 rows is all you've got to remember. Every single floor is made out of 4. Which actually rhymes, which works out quite nicely. Every floor is 4. And we are rapidly coming to the point where we will be able to add a little bit of detail. It's a little bit confusing sometimes when you move from the sides and like the colours inverse a little bit, but I'm sure that you'll be able to manage it no problem. So, you want to end up with something that should look like this. You can see that like half of the skyscraper has been extended upwards now. What we now are going to do is focus on the area above the door. So the door actually doesn't have any blocks that you can extend up other than this row of 4 white concrete. But we don't want that. Above the doorway, every single time, we are going to place 4 rows of grey concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time we're going to place 4 rows of grey concrete. And starting from the bottom here, we want to leave a gap of 1 above the door. We want to knock out these 2 middle blocks, and we want to place glass. So every time we are going to we're going to place the 4 rows of grey concrete, and we want to have a little bit of glass in there too. I'll show you where to add that, but that is what you do above the main entrance. That doesn't change now. When it comes to the windows, we basically keep repeating this structure. On top of every window, on the front of the build that is, you want to place upside down quartz stairs, 2 rows of glass, and then you want to place the coloured concrete. So on the front and back it's grey concrete like this. So remember, above all the windows, upside down quartz stairs, 2 rows of glass pane, and then grey concrete like this. On the sides of the build, you know that it's slightly different. We place the upside down quartz stairs, we place the 2 rows of glass, and then we place, because we're looking for contrast material, we place white concrete. And that's how it goes on the sides of the build. That's how you make the windows. It's very, very easy. You can keep repeating just by looking at what you've done previously. You don't have to necessarily follow the instructions. So on the back, again, we're coming around here, it's upside down stairs, it's 2 rows of glass, and then it's grey concrete because it contrasts against the white. That's what we're looking for. It wants to stand itself out. And then finally, of course, on this side here, we want to have the quartz stairs, 2 rows of glass, and then we are simply going to add the row of white concrete. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it is going to go.
There we go. We have added all of the floors for my skyscraper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. Hang on a minute. So this is the first door off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay, I know I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna add one more floor because I don't think that's 9. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's not 9 floors. Yep, not 9 floors, so I'm gonna add one more floor. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I just need to destroy this. There's white concrete there. I just need to go around the build and add one more floor. Just need to add one more floor to the build. Is this correct? Oh. Just one more floor to do, so this is the first floor, aka the ground floor. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me check. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. I think we're supposed to add one more floor. So, I legit thought that was 8 floors in total, but it was just 7. Now add one more floor in. That will make a total. Well, I'll make total 9 floors. Because this build has taken me a very long time, guys. This build is giving me a little bit of a headache. I don't know why. But it's like I have to repeat something so many times in one giant, massive building. This is actually a really easy skyscraper. I'm not gonna do the interior because it's gonna be a little prop building in my world. So, pardon me. And then we put a top on this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think we're supposed to add a top on. Anyway, once I'm finished with this last floor, we'll be finished with this skyscraper. All I have to do is add some smooth stone around the build, make a road in front of it, add some leaves, add a path around the skyscraper, because I'm not going to make the interior of this thing, because this thing is gigantic. It is so big. It's going to even take me such a long time to make the interior, so I'm not going to make it. I'm not even going to make the interior. I'm going to have this as a little prop in my city so that people can look at it, because it's actually a pretty nice build. Really easy, really simple. But it's a little bit weird because when we put the base on it on the bottom floor, it looked a little bit wonky, but now I understand the pattern. So yep, we're nearly done, guys. Add the top, quartz stair. Why does my light turn on? Okay. Oops. Forgot to extend up this grey concrete. I'll just put top on this thing. Yeah, okay. So, one last floor we need to do. Okay, this floor I'm currently working on right now. So, why don't we just fill it in? And then we'll add the window. So... There we go. There we go. We have my skyscraper. How do you guys... Did you guys like my skyscraper? Let me know. So we have total... The bottom floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 floors in total. Wow, finally done. Oh, man.
That is how you are going to be able to make...
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be back. If any of you guys just joined, welcome. Alright guys, I'm back.
You guys remember what time in the video that I told you, right? We are going to do that in total 7 more times because I want a skyscraper that is about 7 rows high. That's exactly how high I want my skyscraper. But I don't want to keep repeating myself in the same video. So if you want to do another floor, go back to that point in the video if you can't figure out how to do it yourself. But I think that you guys will get the general gist on how to keep repeating it. And this is what it will look like as the skyscraper steadily gains more floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 3 floors, ground, first and second. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 4 floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 5 floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 6 floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 7 floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 8 floors. And this is what your skyscraper will look like once it has 9 floors. Now, this personally is tall enough for me, but depending on where you're putting it in your city, if you're placing it against additional skyscrapers or other large buildings, you may find that you want this skyscraper larger or maybe even perhaps smaller, and that is completely up to you. So if you did want to make additional floors, more than these are the amounts of materials that you would need per additional floor. So that is what you would need for 1, and obviously if you wanted 3 additional floors, then you would have to times that amount by 3, and if you wanted 5, then you guys get the idea. So now that we've done all of that, now we have made the middle part of the skyscraper, the body of the skyscraper. The next thing that we have to do is the roof of the skyscraper, and it's actually really, really easy. So once you have got to the point where you're happy with the height of your skyscraper, you should end up with something like this. You should have made your joining all of the top of the build together. So you'll notice that there is a few crevices on like the front. I want you to change the colour above the block. You'll see, and this basically want to do, and this is very easy, is you want to knock out all this white concrete here in the middle, and you want to join up this side, and you can see this side, you know, it looks as though it could keep going, but for some reason putting a lid on things, sort of literally really, kind of just makes it look as though it's like, that is where the skyscraper ends. And it doesn't matter how many floors you have, you would just do that to the top floor, no matter the height. And you can see it just gives a nice complete feel to the top of your skyscraper. And all we would then have to do is we would have to put a roof on this thing. So you can make the roof out of anything, quite literally. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. Oftentimes when you can walk on top of really tall buildings, you know, sometimes you can get to the roofs of these places. Oftentimes they might have like an AC system or some vents or something on top of the roof, or I mean, if it's depending on what kind of skyscraper it is, it might even have a helipad. So you know, if you want to gain access to the roof, you probably want to use a much more walking around material, so like smooth stone or something like that. You know, something that people will actually walk around on. But if you're just looking to put a top on things, I mean, white concrete or grey concrete would actually just look perfectly fine. And you can also, because I don't think it matters, you can delete on the front and the back these two, like the grey patches. You can't get rid of the grey patches on the sides though, because it's kind of like built into the top. But on the front and the back you can, but on the sides you can't, of course. So all in all, that is what your skyscraper will look like, and that's all there.
My city! Guys! My city could connect! Oh my god! Oh! 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 Wow! Wow! Oh man, guys, I realised that I can connect my city, or this road, over there. Oh no, that means I don't think I'll build on this road anymore. Legit. My city is just over there, so haven't got far to go at all, because this city is never forgotten. Legit, I'm so happy because my city is just over there, so I haven't got far to go. Legit just over there. Should I stop building on this road, guys? Let me know in the comments if I should or should not. Should I stop building on this road or not? Let me know in the comments down below. So my city is just over there. Wow. Wow. Guys, look, my city is not that far from me. What I'm currently building right now. I'm currently making a skyscraper. And pardon me. And just wow, look at that. Over there is my city. It's just crazy how we've built so much. And there we go.
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. You now know how to make your skyscraper as tall as you like or as short as you like. You know how to make the bottom, you know how to make the top, and you know how to make everything in between. Very well done. So this is what your skyscraper should look like once it has been 100% fully completed, ladies and gentlemen. And
I finished a skyscraper. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me building an easy skyscraper. If you did guys enjoy this video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so don't miss a video from me, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely day guys, peace out. Tried saying that fast, but anyway, see